A male powerlifter has just broken the women's powerlifting record in Canada after being allowed to compete. Silverberg briefly identified as a woman to enter the competition and protest gender ID laws set by the Powerlifting Union. Those laws allow transgender athletes to compete in the gender category they identify with. So the man said he identified as a woman, joined the competition, and smashed the previous bench press record, which was set by a transgender woman named Annie Andres.
The guy who broke the record was actually the coach for the women's Canadian powerlifting team. Apparently, he got tired of watching the transgender record holder win all the matches.
Why is women's bench so bad? I mean, not compared to me. We all know that I'm a freak, so that doesn't count. And no, we're not talking about Mackenzie Lee. She's got little T-Rex arms and she's like 400 pounds of chest muscle, apparently. I mean, standard bench in powerlifting competition for women, I literally don't understand why it's so bad. My son, he weighs 45 pounds. His max bench is like 33. I'm legit seeing some women in competition who are doing something like 50 pounds, and I just don't understand it.
Maybe it's because the average man has 90% more upper body strength. Women aren't bad at bench pressing, they're just bad in comparison to men. You got a 5 o'clock shadow and hands the size of a damn baseball glove, and you taunting the women because they can't bench press as much as you. To he, she, they, them's credit though, they did say that they were reconsidering competing against women.
Super quick update. Yes, somebody did show up at the meet today with malicious intent. And you know what? It was nothing. It was just entirely ignored. People lifted. I volunteered. Everyone was happy that I was there. And it really struck me that maybe my participation isn't necessarily fair.
Let's go! Yes! Let's go! I just told you who I thought I was. A god!
Yeah, she is.
Wait, like, what if my, top comes off?
Then literally no one would flinch. They'd be like, tell that little boy to put his shirt back on.
What did you just say? Did you just laugh? Wait, is he laughing? Put the camera on.
Okay.
So I learned this joke yesterday when a girl asked me, can you rate me from 1 to 10? I just tell them, well, you're a 12. You're a 12 because you're a dozen. Doesn't cook, doesn't clean, doesn't do shit.
Let the bitch walk.
Yes, bro. Like, if you gonna be partaking in cheeks that's not your wife's, then you just need to move smarter. Like, you about to ruin your whole family because you don't know how to delete history. You know, like, for real, you need to get you a cheap Android phone.
What are you doing?
And just say it's for business, bro.
What are you doing?
What? I'm on the phone. What's up?
You like condoning your friend to cheat on his wife? That's weird.
No, I don't condone it. Bro, you know I don't condone it. That's Nate, by the way.
You're being weird.
She don't condone it either, but at the same time, if you gonna do it, like, you gotta move smart because you can risk, like, your entire family. You can risk everything.
You done it before?
You talking to me?
Who else am I talking to you?
No, I'm just saying this is common sense, though. Like, why would you not have a separate phone, or why would you not be?
So why would you encourage your friend to cheat on his wife?
I'm not encouraging it, but I'm saying
that's weird. You're weird.
His wife found cheeks galore on his phone. She found twerking. She found everything.
Being weird.
And now he's like sleeping on the couch. I'm just telling him.
Stay out of other people's marriage and worry about your own.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you gonna come for me for advice,
hey,
like, I'm gonna tell it like it is.
Hang up the phone.
All right,
I believe in 10 years, there's going to be YouTubers out there saying, you want to know what the new hack is? Become a plumber.
I broke down the average salary of a plumber starting at the age of 18 who goes to trade school versus that of a doctor who goes into medical school debt. The plumber comes out ahead and could
1000%.
Make even more money if they open up their business.
If they invest it, it's going to happen, and it needs to happen. The world does not go around without the men. We couldn't even do this podcast right now if it weren't for tradesmen.
People be saying it's a bad thing that more young men aren't going to college, and I disagree. And I personally don't think it's a lack of motivation. I think it's because they've realized that they don't want to go $40,000 in debt for a degree that they're never going to use. 45% of people with degrees never use them. Trades are underrated. It's a skill nobody can take from you. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and the better you get at it, the more you get paid for it. And if you ever want to get to the point where you want to keep growing, it's easy to turn your service into a business. I'm just saying, would you rather start your life at 22 years old, $40,000 in debt? Or would you rather be 18 with no debt, a decent paying job, and saving your money? If you start at 18, by 22, you can save about 40 grand if you live with your parents.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
I don't know, I just need someone to serenade me. I was hoping you guys could sing something to me. Number 4, please.
gonna keep mine a little short and sweet. So.
Okay.
I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I wanna have sex with you.
You got me.
You a big ass baby.
I'm not
Your
a big
grandma
baby.
did that to you, and yes, I gave her my whole
How
life
did you give
for
up my
you.
life? How did you give
I
up your life
was
for
17
me?
when I had you.
That's your fault.
You ain't never
And that's the
lacked
problem.
nothing
You think
in
that
your
'cause you
whole
give me-
life.
just 'cause you
Your
give me
whole-
everything, that doesn't
I
mean
gave you
anything.
my life.
You didn't-
I gave you everything. You ain't lacked nothing. Clearly, you ain't missed a meal. You everything.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
I'm in my 60s. People think that no one looks at you anymore. And the truth of the matter is, I have just as many people who want to sleep with me now as I ever did. There isn't that thing when you walk in the room that every guy goes, ooh, because you're not as easy as you were when you were young. And men recognize that's why they don't look at you as much. It's not because you're not as hot. You're not as easy to and you're not as easy to get rid of, and you're not as easy to keep quiet. You're not as easy to dump afterwards. You're not as easy to be a side piece. It's not that you're not as hot. You're hotter. Because you're more relaxed. You're less concerned about, do I look great? You know you look great. It's not because you're not as anything. It's just because you're not as easy.
Oh, easy prey.
Why did she say easy prey like we are hunting them?
This has to be the worst cope I've ever heard in my life. At 60 years old, you're not going to get as much attention as a 22-year-old because you're not as attractive. And that's fine. You're 60 years old. Part of getting older is realizing that you have to behave differently, because I don't really feel older, but I know people perceive me as older. And at 60 years old, you're supposed to be a grandma. You're supposed to be passing down traditions to your grandkids, not competing against 22-year-old Instagram models. It's weird. It's like everybody wants to be in their 20s forever.
Let me break down why I Still Hit Though is undefeated. Because no matter what you say as a response, and I'm talking about there's a lot of good comebacks, it all comes down to a reflection of you. Actually, talking down on the person you let hit makes it worse. If you say, that's why I let your mans hit too. So you let him hit, then you let him throw you off the backboard, and his man came through with a 360 windmill. He threw a flashy pass and literally got his stats up. He's 3 more passes till he gets Dimer Hall of Fame. And you think you won? For example, let's say you say it was weak. You let a dude who can't fuck have sex with you. Let's say you call him a broke bum. He ain't got no money. You thought somebody who's a broke bum who ain't got no money is worth having you. Let's say you call him lame or weirdo. You're attracted to lames and weirdos. So this is the one time like you literally just have to be quiet. There's no good comeback.
Yeah, y'all want to know why I Still Hit Though will always be undefeated? Because it hit women right in their weakness, accountability. When it come to I Still Hit Though, it don't matter what you say about this person, because to some degree, you accountable for letting that person into you. So anything you got to say that's bad about this person should affect you just as much as you trying to affect them. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or an L, and give me the HBO special. That's a Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content.